Hey, what's up? This is Goose giving you another presentation on this illustration that I did. Again, I'm using Procreate and also the iPad with a stylus. It's very important to have a stylus. You can do this with finger, but I prefer using the stylus. Just a little bit more control. It's almost the same thought of as using a mouse or a stylus. So you definitely want to use a stylus. It's more of a traditional sense, like a pen, and want to proceed from that point. As you can see right here, I did do a study of Catherine Adel, uh, or Catherine Lexington. She's a character that I'm developing that's fairly mature. You can see right there, there's wrinkles there, here and there. And I'm kind of working on the shadowing, the lighting. It's very important to understand that. And some of us understand lighting, and some of us go about. I mean, at one point, I didn't really understand about lighting too much, and I put stuff here and there because it made sense. But now I know better than that. And I learned from a bunch of professionals and their philosophy. I'm always a big fan of putting light where it's supposed to, and just imagine light as a paint bucket. Right there, you saw right there, I'm flipping the canvas one side or the other. Artists know how to do this. They do that with traditional sense, and also you want to do that in digital sense. You want to flip the canvases over and see if the left matches the right, and vice versa. Also, you can do it upside down. One of the things that you might see on this one, I definitely do it on the Photoshop version, but you want to convert it to black and white. People do see it a lot better in contrast, as far as the black and white. If you don't see it, um, sometimes you overlook the whole thing, but you need to do adjustments. You could do it through Procreate. I think it's a lot easier on Photoshop. But her face is constantly changing. You see more age. It gets pulled back just a little bit. You see more curves. You see more flawless skin. The ears are starting to droop a little bit. Um, Taking real life, seeing how other people look and eyes behave, um, does really matter. Sometimes you do have to change and reposition noses, mouths, whatever it may be. But you always try to do the right thing, and you know if it's the right thing by it's looking that way and other people telling you so. But also, it's the wrong way. Right here, her face completely changed, and at one point, I was kind of fooling around, going blindly, but I really need a reference point, and I did have a photo that I did look at, and I consider it as a reference, and it allowed me to go ahead and proceed. The jaws got a little bit wider, but I didn't want that for the character itself and also for the offsprings to have a wider jaw, almost a very strong, predominant view. And you can see I still keep moving things around, I still color things. I love the nose, I love cheeks and lips. You always, and eyes as well. You always want to paint that a little bit purple or a little bit red because there's more blood that flows uh, to those areas than others. So showing that it's really nice, and if you really study a person's face, you get to see those different colors. Her color, for the most part, it does stay neutral. But if were to do this again, I like using really crazy colors. I love using purples. I love using greens. The skin tone is just amazing. There's a bunch of colors. I really appreciate the old time or the Renaissance painters that painted outside the box. So they didn't just use a peach color, a salmon color for skin tone. They went outside the box. Oh, right there you saw the eyes. So eyes are very important. A lot of times, if you look really close, they're different, but a lot of times they're also very much the same. And if you can do it, just copy the eyes and make the left one to a right eye. You can kind of mirror it to where it looks that way. Um, and it's a little cheating, but you know what? You have those tools, use them. You can see here some more shadowing, some more highlights, back and forth. She does have blue eyes. I enjoy doing this. I hope you guys enjoy this as well. Till next time, mine grown.